Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. I think it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Okay, YouTube was glitching, and I know it's glitching because I was just watching Monkey Dineva, and every 30 seconds to a minute, it kept knocking me off. So if you are watching on your phone, YouTube was horribly glitching to where it's not letting anyone stay in the live chats. It is very, very weird. If you're watching the replay, you won't have that issue. But for lives, for some reason, it keep knocking people out. I can't control that. But I don't ground was on YouTube. But we are here for a quick chat and whatnot. So please make sure to do what? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video as well. You can also comment in the comment section if you're around here and whatnot. Because I'm like, why they keep knocking me out? What is going on? And it kept over and over and over. So again, do all the things that we asked y'all to do every time and we'll be fine. Look, I was gonna cancel today's live because when I kept seeing YouTube glitch, I'm like, dang, do I even want to go live if I know it's gonna keep knocking people out? But I said, girl, go live and folks can watch the replay and that will be fine. So we are here. Okay, so thank y'all for watching live, or thank y'all for watching the play. Okay. So if you hear Hey MP and stuff, make sure to say hi in the chat. I hope y'all can also hear me and whatnot, because again, YouTube is tripping and we ain't got time for that. Okay, but y'all know to watch the other content, the other videos that I have up that we've done before and whatnot. Watch the old stuff. Okay, we are here for new stuff, and I ain't put no lipstick on. I had to get a shirt or whatever because I think it clearly and was like, girl, put on the shirt. Go put on a shirt because you have to get on camera. And I'm here. Hi. Okay. Child, y'all need some lipstick because my lip, I feel it's two the same color. I'm brown skin, my lips brown skin, my shirt brown skin, and if we all here together in brown skin, it just looks funny. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. Sometimes you just have to throw in a pop of color, because if you don't, I'm gonna even put on a red headband that I had on earlier for work. I took it off. Because again, I just can't. I have to be blended in too much. I don't want to blend in like that. So, yeah, I'm also late. I was supposed to come on at 9, child, but I got home late. Had not looked at any topics today. Had to do a thumbnail or whatever. So here we are together. Look, I what am I going to grab it? Did I save the thing? I did. So again, let me get to sharing my screen because again, I don't know what YouTube doing. And then when I kept looking at it, I did not even see my live pop up on my page. So I don't know. Okay. All I do know is I want to go ahead and get started so that way people can go ahead and get to watching the replay because I just feel like YouTube is on some BS for everyone right now. And so I don't want to have a whole bunch of technical issues that I can fix while I'm around here. So share my screen. And let's just go ahead and get into the thing that we're gonna get into because what else we're gonna do? It's storming around here and stuff. We having really it's a heat wave, child. It's storming and stuff that I ain't got time for. Okay, anyway, let me see what because we got about an hour. Okay, see, I can see already because I have most folks watch YouTube on their phone. And I don't know why. I don't understand why this has been an ongoing issue on YouTube for probably at least a week, if not longer than a week. And it's very aggravating because if folks can't find my live, what's the point of me being live? So again, if YouTube knock you out, that's a YouTube glitch. If you watching the replay, you did not know I was live. I have no control over that. It is strictly YouTube, whatever. It's on some bullshit. Yeah, I was like, because I went on my second page. I didn't see my live I didn't see my live. So I was like, I don't, child, hey, okay, you Jaylee, don't show your titties on camera. Okay, anyway, but yeah, I could tell it was some fugazi because I didn't see stuff when I went to my second page on my own page. So I'm like, child, because I was on Funky page. When I went to Funky page, his live was weird. So, child, you're gonna fix it. Anyway, look, I have a few things that we can get into, okay, and then we're gonna move on and let that be that. Where I want to go down to, where I want to start, because I don't even know why I saved. I was just saving shit and not paying much attention. First of all, why they shooting in Detroit, child? We had our fireworks was yesterday. And they were down there to stop shooting in places. I was like, the hell, I say that for myself. I don't care about that. Let's just start with the tour. Brandy and Monica said, play with your mamas. Okay, they did a whole, I wish there that Monica and Brandy is going on tour. And when I tell y'all I am excited, I don't like concerts because it's too loud for me. It's overstimulating or whatever. I can't do concerts. I might have to go to the boys band tour. Okay, it will be my first tour in a long time. However, I just might have to go. So they're going on tour. Let me find it. They're going on tour. Okay, with special guests Kelly Rowland, Money Long, and Jamal Roberts, who just won American Idol this year. And I said, this is a smart tour. One, when Monica and Brandy did Versus a couple years ago, was a couple years, because child, when was Versus? Is it never coming back? Is Versus dead? I feel like it might be dead. When was Brandy? Let me see. Does Versus even still have a page? VERA. Versus TV. The last Versus post was November 16th, 2024. I just thought about that. Snoop Dogg and Dre talk. Child. But when was Monica and Brandy? I just feel like Versus, the last one I remember, this was the last one. Okay, Omari, the R&B one, the R&B one. Okay, that was back in 2022. Oh my god, child, it was who? Omarion, Ray J, Pleasure P, Sammy, Bobby Valentine. Ray J broke verses. Oh, it went away. Hold on. Why is what technology? What is going on with technology? See, this why I should have followed my mind and just went to bed. But I'm here. Well, I cannot believe that was 2 years ago. Well, no, three. Would it be three this year? So that was no June 28, 2022. Ray J and them broke verses, and we ain't had one since. Okay, they broke it. We should be mad at them forever and ever and ever. But when was Brandy and them? I could have just googled it, but we got shows to do. When was Brandy and Monica? That was the Christians. We don't not the Christians. When Brandy, Monica, where are Mary and them? They didn't do no verses. I'm kind of mad verses went away because it was fun while it lasted, and then we came outside again. Bone Thugs and Harmony got into a fight. It was for Bone Thugs. That was a long time ago. I did not realize how long ago Shaka and Stephanie Mills. I'm still scrolling. I know it was really that long ago. Oh, I should just Googled it. Did y'all try why not just Google it? I feel like we don't even remember how much we used to be looking forward to a verses, how amazing they were. It was all in the house on social medias. But I feel like the fact that Brandy and Monica's was so long ago, Bow Wow, so I forgot Bow Wow versus Soldier Boy. Who the hell said we should do that? Trina and E. Oh Lord, Jesus. I still ain't found Brandy. Did they delete it? SWV and Escape. When I find it, I'm be real happy. Um, I did not remember. I need to rewatch my versus after shows to remember what had happened back then because I fully and I see it and knock me off again. Child, I sometimes I can't stand technology. I I gotta Google it because I'm tired of scrolling. Um, okay, because I was like, I was like, when is it? Google said 2020. I don't think it was 2020. I don't because didn't it start in 2020? Because the pandemic started in 2020. We were still in it in 2021. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm not. Cause I really wonder when it was. That's the boys' man stuff. We're not doing that. You don't know Brandy don't post it on her page. When was Brandy and Monica the verses? So, did it not happen? Was it a figment of our imagination? Because if Google said 2020, I don't think it was 2020. And Brandy would have had on her page, child, and I don't see it nowhere around here. I was with the radio page. I think radio page got rabies. I don't want to go to radio's page. His page it just feels dirty on radio's page. What? That, I am aggravated. I am very aggravated because why can't we find nothing about Brandy and Monica's verses? That don't make no damn sense. And I'm on a different page. I can't see any comments right now. But I am very aggravated that I can't find nothing about Brandy and Monica's verses. That's very aggravating. Was it in 2020? Oh, damn. I'm like, damn, finally. It was in 2020. It was in 2020. Come on now, him. Come on through to get a handsome reward. Um, 8/31/2020. I did. That was a long. That is insane. That is absolutely the locks. The locks and Dipset was funny because Dipset thought they was gonna win and they was gonna lose. So I don't know why they thought no. Dipset and the locks was funny. Aaron Hall and Babyface was funny. Okay, Aaron Hall and Babyface was the first time someone tried something different because Aaron Hall had a whole live band and fucked everything up and stuff like that. Shaka was fun because Shaka was high. Shaka Khan being high performing is just top tier. Bone Thugs fighting 3 6 Mafia was insane. Okay. Oh, did I say Aaron Hall? Sure, I did not mean Aaron Hall because I think Aaron Hall is an apist with an R. Okay. Um, but yeah, Teddy. Why was I saying Aaron Hall? I meant Teddy Riley. Okay, Teddy Riley around here. But yeah, I forgot how great the versus battles were. And I probably would never forgive Timbaland and Swiss Beats for ruining the whole thing. Okay, because they kept switching providers. It went from in the house with beats and recordings to live things to live bands and then dancers and then so we had Gucci Mane and Jeezy who was happy no one got shot. Okay, but a part of me feel like we don't even remember how great versus used to be because it ended on such a horrible note with the damn Ray J in them. Okay, but beside that, okay, the whole point, China got all, see, I don't want all off kilter. Okay, I don't want all off kilter because we were talking about Monica and Brandy's tour, and I didn't brought up the damn verses and went down a whole rabbit hole of who did verses, and then we ain't had one in 3 years, and how they broke it, ruined the whole good time. Cause you could have still been making money with live shows and streaming had y'all not allowed Ray J's drunk self over there to ruin everything for everybody on a regular basis. Ain't nothing been right in the world since Ray J was on there singing the verses. Okay. Code 45 got elected. We at war right now. Okay. Tissue still expensive and stuff. Okay. It's global warming out here. And I blame Ray J. I'm mad all over it because even after that one with the R&B people, it was supposed to be some other ones and we never got that. Anyway, back to Monica and Ray, to Monica and Brandy. They announced today the Boy Is Mine tour was where Kelly Rowland, Money Long, and Jamal Roberts. Jamal's name was so small. I feel so bad. Okay. But again, he's the black young man who just won this current season of American Idol. I think he's a perfect fit. In my opinion, can I Google him? I Google him. Jamal Roberts. I feel like is this him? Yes. I feel like he is a perfect fit. Because I didn't watch American Idol like on a regular basis at all. I seen a clip. I think I seen a clip on TikTok maybe the week before he won, and his voice. I thought he's amazing. So the reason it's smart is because let's see, is he singing? Child, his voice is great to sing old because he don't have no songs. We don't know that man like that. But his voice is great to sing some of the R&B songs. You're the only one that can do it for me. We need you. He's a Jesus singing black. He's a Jesus singing black man who will do great, okay? But putting him on an R&B tour, okay, with Brandy and the Monica, with Kelly Rowland, with Money Long, and then him as well, because we know he gonna open the show. Okay, Jamal. So you have a tour, when people walking in a stadium and getting their snacks and finding their seats, Jamal gonna be on the stage singing. Grind with me. He gonna be singing. Some song. He made Bobby Brown, New Edition, Otis Redding. Okay, James Brown. Okay, Marvin Gaye. Okay, Teddy Pendergrass. I don't know. Some Joe. What's the white John B? Okay, sang some high five. Okay, sang them people around it. Okay, then Money Long will come out. Okay, she gonna have about 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 10-15 minutes. Money Long. Okay, then here's that song I not called Heal. We're gonna do that one song. He gonna be good. Okay, I don't know that man's song, but again, he on tour. That's great. It's going to show him to a whole new audience and stuff. Boom. So Jamal come out during people sitting down. Money Long gonna come out once people maybe seated. Okay, do her 10-15 minute set. Okay, say her songs. Okay, then Kelly Rowland gonna come out for a good 25 minutes to do her songs. Okay, Brandy and Monica gonna probably be, switching off back and forth, back and forth. We noticed the tour date gonna end every time with them singing "The Boy Is Mine" because that makes sense. So the tour starts in October 16th in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it supposedly will end on December 7th in Houston, Texas. They're gonna be here in November. I gotta see where they're gonna be at. I gotta see. They going to all the good cities. Okay, they're going to all the good cities, and like Kelly has some hits, so I think that's gonna be a good thing or whatever. And Brandy also has hits too, so this is a good little tour. Okay, Kelly posted on her page. Money Long posted on her page too. Is Money Long at Money Long? I thought I had Money Long. Anyway, I don't know. But kudos to them for having a tour. Okay, get your tickets, y'all. Now I kept seeing little rumblings. Okay, saying, before the tour started, it was almost not gonna happen. They were kind of fussing about, who would get top billing, and I'm like, look, why? Look, all that shit don't matter. If they came to a conclusion that the tour would happen, they hit together. Why do we care that a tour they was maybe fussing a little bit, and whatnot? Shut up. Hook up my long. Okay. So that's a great tour. Money Long is like a new artist. Kelly Rowland was in a girl group, also a solo artiste. You know what I'm saying? And Brandy and Monica. I feel so bad for how small Jamal's name is still. Anyway, kudos to them and stuff. Fine. Brandy, they were also on was it Good Morning America this morning? And stuff. That was cute. Now look, I think I am old enough to remember they Little Caesars. Him, I talk. So he be watching, right? And he be texting, and I be talking to him through the computer and not the phone sometimes, and I be forgetting. It's weird. They're Little Caesars. Okay, I gotta go. It's great. My point was, I am old enough to remember. Some ringer on because I hate when I get a text and the text don't come through. It be so stupid. I'm gonna take this thing off here because YouTube is not working, so it's weird. They were on Good Morning America. Again, if you're watching me and it keeps knocking you off on your phone, I can't control it. You gotta pop out and pop back in. So it's happening to all YouTubers. It's stupid. On Good Morning America, okay, over there on CBS or whatever with Gail, when they brought up how back in the day because back in the day, there was rumors of a beef between Monica and Brandy. The boys line came out, they fussing, fighting, and whatever. I like them saying, yes, there was, beef or issues back then, but not because of anything real, mainly because we didn't know each other, our teams, the people around us and stuff. People telling us, "Oh, she thinks this." I'm saying, when you have other people involved in the business of it all, it's easy to cause a rift if the two people aren't communicating. And they both said we had to start talking. We had that versus that now that was 4 years or 5, well, 4 almost a little 4 years ago, and we've been talking and getting to know each other since then. They didn't know each other back then. I think we as fans feel like if we know Brandy, we think they're friends, or we think they know each other, but they don't. So them saying like, we didn't know each other back then, and there was this thing, you know what I'm saying, that was a beef or whatever. However, to me, it wasn't real because I don't know you, you don't know me or whatever. It's an industry beefing thing. So they're good now. They're on tour now. I think it should be an even split. I think neither Monica nor Brandy should get more money than the other. I think neither of them have been on their own tour in a while. I think neither of them I think them together is a bigger draw than either of them solo. And that isn't a dog because I love both artists. But I feel like if it's y'all tour, yes, y'all should get top billing together. Even Steven between y'all. Now what Kelly get, what Money get, and what Jamal get, that's separate. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Brandy and Monica should split whatever amount of money. Now Kelly should get child technically can it be split three ways? Because Kelly's a big draw too, little bit. But girl, it's gonna be a great tour. It's gonna be a great tour, and they may add more dates. I think once people get to see the show, maybe we'll get more. I don't know. Okay, but congrats to again Brandy, Monica on their joint tour, and we have Kelly, Money, and Jamal joining them. That was fine. Okay. Shout out to Jessie J. She has had a successful breast cancer removal surgery. It's on the road to recovery. She told us, was it a couple months ago maybe, that she was diagnosed with breast cancer, I believe, and whatnot. So healing hands and spirits to that lady and her boobs and her body, whatever. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray and wish the healing hands to her and stuff. Okay, breast cancer removal is what we need. Child cancer sucks. You hear me? So yeah, congrats to her on that and whatnot. Y'all remember Amina from Love and Hip Hop? That was Peter Guns. I had forgot that Peter Guns was even a rapper. He all them kids, but Amina, who was on Love and Hip Hop, was at no Love and Hip Hop New York. She was one who married Peter, even though Peter had a girlfriend, and then Peter was having kids with both his wife and the girlfriend. It was crazy. She's home. Well, she's not homeless. She
Waking up in Germany after losing our home in LA. Me and my kids moved out of place, put our stuff in storage, or most of it in the trash, but some of it in the storage. And we don't have a home, y'all. But guess what? Thank God for family because we're in Germany with my family and we're going to be here till I figure it out because I will, as I always do.
Now, she was always from around there, from Germany or whatever, and then she came here and got with Peter, and they got married, had the kids, whatever. But I don't say admitting to, but her acknowledging how child life was life. Okay, I lost my house. We were homeless a little bit. Had to come home to Germany to regroup. But where is Peter?
But the last couple of years have been so rough. Working my butt off, not making enough money, end up losing my place. And now we're staying with family until I know what I can figure out what's next. And don't ask me what that is because everybody's like, so what's the plan? I have no idea. I needed to freaking clear my head so I can come up with a plan. And all I know is we're happy, we're healthy, we're powerful, we're capable, and there's so much opportunity out there. And sometimes losing something is only taking you to the next place that you're meant to be. So
Child, look, America sucks right now. So go on over to Germany, child, where you from? That's your country or whatever. Be with your family. Let that be that. But I think a lot of people don't want to admit how hard times are. And she's like a singer. So like if she ain't gonna book for no show, child, I can only imagine how hard it may be for her two kids. So Peter probably ain't doing shit either. Peter got 18,000 other kids. I don't. He probably can't even really help her because we're helping him. Okay, but we again love, light, and positive vibes. If you homeless and with you with family, you're not homeless. Okay, you're in a home. You may not have your own house, but you're not homeless. Again, okay. Katy Perry and her husband Lando Bloom have decided to break up after 9 years together. They announced they are ending their 9 year relationship. Okay, they were engaged since 2019. They have a daughter and stuff, right? Whatever. But again, they're breaking up. I feel, child, did the tour do it? Because she got a lot of negative press about her tour, and people was like clowning her. They could have put a strain on things and whatever. Just I said uh, said she went to Shay after she went to space. Oh, that's that's hilarious. But yeah, look, I think who knows? She's a beautiful woman. He's a handsome man, child. But I always question when people be like, look, you know what? We together and stuff. But they seemed awkward together. So I'm almost not surprised. And sometimes you just with somebody for a long time because you both are too busy to break up. So maybe they both have time to realize, you know what, well, I don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? But again, well wishes on their separate ways and whatnot. Jesus fix it. Um, I feel like, oh, James Hart. First of all, my husband. Okay, look, I think I am obsessed with Damson Idris. Not in a weird, cringy way, but just his glow up. I feel like when he first came on the scene doing Snowfall, but I guess he's also older now. But I love how he looked. He acts great as well. Okay, he's gonna be in a new movie called F1. Him and Brad Pitt. Now Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt had been looking real weird a lot lately. Um, and I was wondering if he was okay. I was really like, is he okay? I don't know if he's okay. But right here, I said, I just want to be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I just put me right in the middle, and now scooch on in, and I'll say, anyway. Um, but they're in the movie F1 together. I love his style. I feel like something happened to where he fully invokes his like sex appeal or whatever and stuff. And I do like him as an actor because I saw him again because he did. Did you wait? Where you mean? Was he? I mean, what you mean? Did you watch Snowfall? I feel like if you watch, did you not like him in Snowfall? Because he look rich. He does. He does. No sound child. He looks. I feel like he looks grateful. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've made it. I spent time grinding over there. You know what I'm saying? Because he's British. He's British, and stuff. Child. Snowfall wasn't good. Did you watch? Everyone, Snowfall ain't for everybody. I get it. Yeah, but I loved him in Snowfall. But I just love the fact that he looks. I guess that he looks like accomplished now. But I love him. I really do hope he will also be the new Black Panther in the Black Panther franchise and whatnot. But he was running. They said Jay-Z, okay, allegedly, he is rumored to be the performer for the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. I don't think, has Jay-Z ever performed? Let me ask him. I don't remember. I don't know if Jay-Z has ever performed. I'm trying to treat him like Siri. Hold on. Has Jay-Z ever done the Super Bowl? He has never performed. Okay, so if Jay-Z has never performed, and they're saying he might be the performer, that would probably make sense. I feel like Jay-Z has a body of work, and Jay-Z can put on a show. Like, I think, Jay-Z compared to Lil Wayne, compared to Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? I think Jay-Z can put on a whole show. He could have a slew of pop-up guests. So yeah, you know, um, it might be. It might be okay. They said he's not. He is like not the conductor. He is the NFL live music entertainment strategist. Okay, he's been behind the halftime show since 2019, and I do think it would be good. Where is the next year? Where is the next Super Bowl? It's in California. It's gonna be in Santa Clara. I think that's California. Um, I would I would enjoy that. I will fully enjoy Jay Z and all of his songs. Absolutely. And and I would not want Beyonce to be one of the guests. I would want who would I want a guest to be? I don't know, but I would not want Beyonce. Who has Jay? Why am I Google everything? Who? Because I'm like, who would be a good pop up guest? Not Beyonce. It won't be Kanye. Child, but my hair is blowing my face. Oh yeah, Rihanna. I don't want Alicia Keys. You know what? I don't want Rihanna. Now why are you being mad? Now why would you say that? That lady ain't coming nowhere near the stage, okay? Not at all. But yes, please, not Alicia Keys. Okay, and no, I would do Nas, but what song does he have with Nas? Because I know him and Nas had the diss song back and forth. What's him and Nas' song? Because it has to be like Jay Z and Nas. I know they did one song together, but I feel like it's not, through worthy. Maybe JD. Um, I mean, if they did, can I get a, you know, that would work. They can do Pharrell. I would say, maybe okay, maybe a Ja Rule, maybe a Ja Rule. If they brought out a meal as well to do her verse on "Can I Get It?" That well, I don't think her. That may not be family friendly. It gotta be family friendly. But that song is not. That song is not family friendly, so they may not do that song at all. I mean, if they my for the best of me, the remix. But Jay-Z, maybe Timberland to do some beats, dropping some beats. Okay. Um, Foxy's maybe Foxy can't hear. She may not hear the call out sign. But again, if they do Jay-Z, you know what, Jay-Z doesn't even need guests. You know what I'm saying? He don't have, to me, Jay Z songs and stuff, to me, would be like when they had Snoop and them on there. You know what I'm saying? Where some of Snoop's songs is very not the best songs, like at the all. So I don't know. But if you pick some let me see, because I'm wondering now. Okay, what's Jay Z? J to the Izzo. Okay, maybe Jay Z. Well, he can't trap this. He can't do niggas in pairs. You can't do niggas in pairs. Around there. Okay, I don't want Empire. I don't want Alicia Keys. Um, maybe he bring out DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know. Um, Maybe he'll bring out Rick Ross, and they'll do. No, that's not good either. He got to do Song Cry. Okay. Um, he could do Big Pimpin'. Wait, well, Pimp C dead. He could do that. It's a hard knock life. He could do Big Pimpin'. Okay. Child, Kanye gonna be banned from California that day. Okay, that day's like, no, you can't. Well, he should do Dirt Off Your Shoulders. He could possibly do 99 Problems, and Code 45 is one. Okay, he can change up the lyrics a little bit. So, okay, I got okay. He could bring out Bleak. Absolutely, he could bring out Knife. Wait, because I was finna say do Holy Grail, but that feature Justin Timberlake. I don't know. Um, it's stuff he can do. He can do on to the next one was beats. Okay, I don't know. Okay. However, he could do suit and tie. Okay, if he were, he could bring out Fall Out Boy to their song because it's too. I don't know, but I think even if he doesn't bring out any guest artists, he can still do his songs and rap his stuff in a nice way. I just don't want the draw to be him bringing out Beyonce. He not gonna bring out Kanye at all. He might bring out, but he won't even bring out Memphis Bleak because I don't think Memphis Bleak is a big enough artist to be at the Super Bowl. I don't see that happening. Okay, but I mean, he just did niggas in Paris. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay, but I'm happy that he is rumored to be the person to do it. We shall see. It may not even be him. They may be lying to us. Okay, they be lying a lot. James Harden. I was confused when I was like, wait, what happened? So NBA star James Harden is accused of negligence. Okay, it's not that he did an assault of the sexual nature. Okay, it's his nephew. However, the lady still suing him for negligence. I said, does that how that go? So, the NBA star has been named in a lawsuit accusing him of negligence after the lady says she was assaulted in sexual nature at his New Year's Eve party. Okay, Marissa Watley filed a complaint claiming she and two of her friends went to his mansion party. Okay, after seeing him in the club's VIP section. Men, people, ladies, and men alike. If you are in a VIP section, stop bringing home strays. Okay, when you are in a certain tax bracket, you just don't want the problems. Okay, you just don't want the problem. If you are out at a club, don't just be inviting strangers to your house, because you never know what's going to happen by either someone in your own camp or them. Just saying. So they met him at a party at the VIP section at the house. His nephew, okay, his nephew name is Justice Armani Blackburn, allegedly gave the woman a drink. She then said, I drank the drink, I passed out, boom. Okay. She says she woke up to find him, the nephew, okay, Justice Armani Blackburn. She woke up finding him assaulting her in sexual nature. The suit also say that Hardin security guards were aware the women were drunk and passed out, but failed to intervene. It holds Hardin vicariously liable for the actions of his guards and their corporate employer. Child says she now reportedly speaks with a heavy stutter due to the trauma. She wants more than 100 grand in damages. Now I saw another story, a version of this. Is this one, where it was a bit more detailed. This one is just from the neighborhood talk was saying how, again, she said he get the nephew gave me a drink. Okay, passed out, could not stay awake, unconscious. He assaulted me. Before anyone could get into the party, guests were told to leave their phones and personal belongings in the car or at the front gate. The woman came with two friends. The lawsuits say security guard made her friends leave the house, even though she was still there, unconscious or whatever. Because of that, her friends could not help her stop what had happened. After getting kicked out, her friends found her phone, called her sister. The sister then called James Harden's sister, who was the mother of the nephew. So I'm like, wait a minute, what? So, like, I'm confused. Y'all met at the VIP section, but the girl in the house, mama, know James' sister, who was the assailant's mama. Okay. Anyway, so the friends used the victim's phone to call the sister. The sister then called the assailant's mama. Okay. The sister then sent a picture of Harden, sent the picture to security, trying to prove the girl was in the house still. Okay, the guard still said she was not here, even though she was. And so now she's suing. It's weird to me that she's suing him, even though it was the nephew who did the things. And they're blaming security for not knowing she was in the house. It's all weird to me. However, if you have security, you would hope security would not allow an assault to happen. You would hope that somebody will be paying attention enough to everyone in the house to make sure no one is being hurt, harmed, or maimed around here. So I feel like suing him and saying his security did not protect you, it's just a lie. But if it was me, I'm not allowing anyone in my home because I don't trust you hoes. And that would include my nephew around any women I found at a club. So to me, the nephew's a hoe too, not the women. The nephew's a hoe as well. Because no one deserves to be assaulted, even if you is a stranger in someone's house. It just should not happen. But I'm like, did you also have the nephew arrested? Because if he assaulted you 6 months ago, did you go to the police? Because none of this mentions a police report. It only mentions the girl suing and stuff. So I don't know. But it's not Jane. This is nephew. Child, again, it don't pay sometimes to have people around you. They get you in trouble. They get you in trouble. What else was I gonna go over before we get to my thumbnail people? Because we don't have much today, y'all. We do not, and I want to be done in about 30 more minutes. We did Brandy, Monica. Let me do the housewives. Let me do them. So I did listen to. Well, no, let's start with Phaedra. Not Phaedra. Porsha. Porsha, because I did not watch Porsha's full people's interview because I didn't care that much at all. It wasn't it's not my ministry. But Porsha spoke a little bit about her marriage, okay, and this misconception we had about her marriage and stuff.
Oh, when I was online with my husband, we made it look like things made our marriage. Made it look like being on a private jet made our marriage, having Rolls Royces made our marriage, and all this stuff made our marriage. It's not what made our marriage. What made our marriage was us.
Girl, y'all posted this stuff. I think my aggravation with Porsha recently has been her trying to rewrite history. She's trying to remake the wheel. She's trying to act as if we were not an eyewitness to what her and Simon were trying to do all over social media with them dating and getting engaged and being married. I feel like her trying to make it seem as if, oh, well, the people thought that the money and the planes and this money we spent, but that's what y'all showed us. That was the full notion you and your scamming ex-husband put forth on social medias. Y'all didn't post y'all at the house, wrapping gifts on for nothing. Y'all didn't post going to Kroger and buying some watermelon. Y'all didn't post any of that. The most that you and Simon posted while y'all were dating was spending tons and tons of money, traveling on. You were flossing to make it seem as if we have this luxurious, amazing life. Period.
The love we had, the way he stuck by my side, the way I stuck by his side.
Doing what? Girl, look. When she said he stuck by my side, I stuck by his side. Girl, the moment he had them issues of criminal enterprise and criminal past, y'all divorced. So what exactly did Simon stick by your side through? What did you stick by his side through? Y'all only stayed married for 15 months. Only, that's not even, girl. Y'all didn't go through nothing. The only thing y'all went through was the scrutiny because you fucked that lady husband. The only thing y'all went through together to even be by each other's sides is the social media dragging of y'all getting engaged and being together while he was married to someone else and you met him through his wife. So the only thing y'all were there for each other for was because y'all put yourself in a messy ass relationship and got dragged for it.
The way we didn't give a damn about what nobody had to say about us. And now I'm having to get that same strength from within because I can't reach to him and get it. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I'm battling him. I'm battling the person who I love. Like that, it's the worst thing ever. Like I really don't wish divorce on anybody. I don't wish a horrible breakup on anyone because when you allow your brain and your heart to connect with someone and your energy to connect with someone like that, and then you have to battle them, it is like the worst nightmare you have ever experienced.
Let me I think I've said this before. I think people sometimes don't want to admit or comprehend. Through my online store alone, we've sold over 500,000. I think people don't want to comprehend or understand that the first 6 months to a year is a fairy tale. Everyone, for the most part, and most times, the first 6 months to a year, everyone is on their best behavior. You're trying to trick the person into loving you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Porsha made the dumb decision to think the fairy tale beginning stages of their relationship was this whirlwind romance, and it wasn't. Had she just took a second and dated him, had she dated that man for 15 months, all the stuff she found out in those 15 months of marriage, it would have came out in the relationship. You connected yourself and your daughter to a stranger. And then while dating and being married, because again, you were only married for 15 months. And I feel like, when did Porsha and Simon start dating? Um, they started dating in April 2021. They got married in November of 2022. So they were, but we feel like they was fucking before April. Okay. However, that was still less than a year, in my opinion, of messing around. So you were still in the honeymoon phase, and as we now know, he's a scammer. Had you dated him from April through November, then got engaged, then had about a year engagement. After the year engagement, you would have then known, hey, something ain't right. But you chose to marry him in the honeymoon phase. And ma'am, no. No.
It really is. I don't know. It's lonely. Um, I can't connect with other men. It's like people trying to introduce me, but it's just when it's not the same, it's not the same.
I don't like Porsha. You know what I'm saying? Because
it was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
It's a lie. Okay. I'm not saying she didn't love Simon. I'm not saying her feelings weren't real. What I'm saying is, you need to understand this romantic fairy tale of how y'all were. That wasn't real. It wasn't. So stop with the whole, we were our, this love we had. What, it was all a lie. Even if you didn't want it to be a lie, it was all a lie, either on your end or his end. So girl, get out my fucking face. I watched. Oh, we did. They did. Girl, sound. They showed Portia's outfit. Girl, that wig, girl. I'm not much of a wig girl. Is the hair supposed to be back that far? So that's her outfit for the reunion. They said everyone else's outfit will be out tomorrow, but Bravo showed hers today and stuff like that. So it's it's a Shira outfit. Okay, it isn't horrible. It isn't horrible. I just don't like her hair. The wig just seems like it's too far back on her head, and I need to see the outfit when it's not so quick. It's too quick. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta see. But yeah, they show outfit. Go. We don't care. We don't care. I watched Angela's interview today with Carlos King, and it was good. It was. I like Angela, but Angela, child, we kept wondering, who is it that sent someone to say Charles was cheating? Angela said it was Phaedra.
We just saw this recent episode that, there's this rumor that Charles is still cheating on you. Mm-hmm. And that comes out, and you and Phaedra have a back and forth about it.
I need Carlos to stop doing interviews in tank tops. Even if it's hot, put a shirt on.
Do you believe Phaedra started this rumor that Charles is still cheating on you?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
And you know this because
of the person she used to start the rumor told me it was her.
Do you believe this person telling the truth?
Yes, he had a lot to lose if he didn't.
So I do feel like Phaedra be full of the stunts and shows. We know Phaedra was the one who came up with the lie about Candy and Todd and Phaedra. I'm sorry, Candy, Todd, and Porsha. We know that Phaedra has been the source of a lot of rumors and whatnot around here. So, and we'll see more in the next episode of Atlanta Housewives. Her point was, that dude Marcus told us it was her, basically. Also, I saw on social media how they kept, because I didn't want to show it here. I seen Terrence post on his YouTube page. The guy Marcus who came on camera saying, "Oh yes, I'm your husband." He is supposedly on the registry of the offenders of sex. So when she said, let's listen a little bit more.
And it's just who he is and things that he done in his past. He didn't want to come to light. So I found out about it. And I was just like, you're going to tell me, what happened and who sent you. And he beat around the bush and he just said, I'm going to tell you. And he did tell us. And then there was just this connection to Athens, Georgia. I'm like, I've never met anybody from Athens, Georgia, ever. And I've been in Georgia 20 years.
And we know Phaedra is from Athens. So the dude, Marcus, who was on Housewives asking her to talk to, Charles, whatever. Allegedly, Marcus is, now there is a screenshot floating around social media of the guy Marcus, and he is on a list of offenders of a registry. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He's on that list. Has been since 2008, according to what I saw floating. I'm not going to post it here because our child ain't got time. So even her saying he had a past that he didn't want publicized. So tell me who did. Okay. So, there's no. Because I watched the full interview that she did. And she fully said, me and Charles got together. And in the beginning of our marriage, he had not been married before. She admitted Charles has cheated. Her point is not saying that he's never cheated on me. Her point is saying Phaedra or somebody trying to say that he is currently cheating on me for the show when he is. I think that's her point. But she admitted in the beginning of the marriage, he was in the streets, had not been in a really committed relationship or whatever. He did cheat. I did leave. We had that space. He had, saying? So she went through all of that. But her point in this is saying Phaedra trying to say, currently my husband cheating. Phaedra allegedly telling somebody else to come on here and say, I saw Charles somewhere. Phaedra, you know what I'm saying? So she's not trying to duck and dodge cheating rumors about the past. Her point is currently that ain't what he's doing. Per the interview. Okay. I said, child, but Phaedra is known for stunts and shows. I'm not surprised. Again, it'll come out in the next episode because on here she didn't fully say the man said Phaedra, but what she said was it connects to Phaedra. And Phaedra was all in the confessionals consistently trying to imply Charles was a cheater currently. And why do that if you've never met Angela? So Phaedra is messy, and we'll see how it all pans out. Okay, but separate from that, also,
So y'all,
not this one, but child, there was, I didn't save it, but I'm gonna still leave this picture up because I don't have anything else to show. On the show, when what's her name? Britt and Kelly back and forth in it. And when Britt was saying the abortion stuff, when Kelly was saying, oh, whatever, you pill popping, whatever. Did I save it? I must not have saved it, but I thought I did. Oh, it's right here. So when Kelly was saying she lied about the abortions, Britt then saying, I'm providing receipts for who it was by. The fact that Brit is even implying Kelly was pregnant by someone other than her husband is crazy to me. I feel like that is crazy for her to come on social media in response to Kelly saying, "I had my tubes tapped after my twins. Ain't no abortions." Okay, so Brit trying to come on here and say, I'm providing receipts for who it was by while she was married. Girl, you did not go to the reunion. Shut up. Not to me. Nothing Brit says matters because she should have showed up to the reunion. Now, also, when I was watching Carlos King, right? And Claudia, because remember there was I'd be forgetting to post stuff. There was the scene. Hold on, I gotta send this to myself. The scene where it's right here. The scene where Kelly is saying to Brit and or Phaedra, go talk to your pill popping roommate. I thought she was saying that as to call Brit's husband a pill popper and that he's her roommate. No, she was talking to Phaedra because Phaedra and Brit share rooms in Grenada. Okay, share rooms in Grenada. Kelly was then on social media because we were confused. Okay, it was confusion. Is that too small? Can y'all see that? I can't see that. That's fine. Brit said I was speaking to Phaedra about her roommate in Grenada, who was Brit Edie. And so the person that paid had been saying other shit. Her point was, don't say I was talking to Phaedra. No, don't say I was talking to Brit or her husband. I was talking to Phaedra about her pill popping roommate in Grenada, who is Brit Edie. So I saw that on social media like maybe Sunday night of Kelly saying that to someone who was trying to imply that, because I thought she was talking to Brit and saying that pill popping roommate was her husband. But no, she said, no, I was talking to Phaedra about Brit. So I had seen that, right? Boom, pow, pow. Child, breaking news on Carlos thing. Look at what Claudia said.
News. Okay.
Well, let's go. What's the breaking news? If the news is breaking, we gonna break it.
One of the housewives texted me. Anonymous T. Brit offered several of the girls pills in Grenada, allegedly. I don't know why Phaedra lied and said it was just Advil PM. Had she shown up to the reunion, it would have been addressed. I said, oh my God, what kind of pills? Adderall, Xanax, Percocet, and Advil PMs.
So when Kelly was saying at thing fussing, talk your pill popping roommate, she was talking about Brit allegedly offering the girls pills in Grenada.
Anonymous T. Brit offered several of the girls pills in Grenada, allegedly. I don't know why Phaedra lied and said it was just Advil PM. Had she shown up to the reunion, it would have been addressed. I said, oh my God, what kind of pills? Adderall, Xanax, Percocet, and Advil PMs.
The fact that Carlos and Dustin Faces went straight because they didn't know she was going to say this alleged tea and what happened in Grenada, child, messy.
And Phaedra knows good and well that she offered us those pills. She poured them out of an Advil PM bottle like it was a bag of Skittles that she was offering us.
I personally don't care, but I understand what you're saying. I just don't give a fuck personally. We ain't seeing the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, this is where things get caught. Like, we're way off from center. You know what I'm saying? But per our earlier conversation, I understand. why you're saying it. I just personally, I don't give a fuck about none of
No,
that.
it's because the reaction, because Britt's justifying I said the abortion thing about you because you falsely accused me of being a pill popper when you were in fact offering pills to allegedly to several members of the cast and there's other witnesses. Like if I'm getting emotional about something that I actually do, you have the right to call me on my bullshit. Like if I'm like, oh my God, Justin, I cannot believe.
I don't care. I think the point of her even bringing it up was because if they're fussing about that and Brit is like, well, who pill pop? It's like, girl, if you was offering pills, if you popped an Advil pen bottle, popped out some Xanax and all, you the pill popping roommate, girl. So Claudia, now I feel like that text probably came from Kelly or Drew. I think it's one of the two. I don't know. But like she said, if she would have came to the reunion, it would have been addressed. I think that's another reason why Britt did not show up. I think Britt did a lot this season that she did not want to answer for. And for that reason, there's a lot of stuff left on the cutting room floor. But I said, girl, pill pop roommates, abortions, made up cheating rumors, current rumors, not old stuff. Okay, the season's a wrap. And get rid of Phaedra. We don't need Phaedra. Not at all. Okay. Now, y'all, take 30 good old seconds to like the video. We can then get into my couple of stories. That's all. Because it's not much today. And we're back. Let's do DDG. So DDG and Hallie, who share baby Hay of the Low. Okay. We know that Hallie got, she has sole custody right now of the baby. She's over there across the pond, okay, filming the movie. So DDG has requested he asked a judge to, because right now she has a protective order against him, so he can't come near her. She has the baby, while they're filming. So their court, I think the court date is like later when she comes back. But he is asking, hey, judge, can I go around there? Okay. I want to see my son. Can I travel to Italy and visit him with my mama? My mama she gonna supervise. And I said, first of all, I don't trust your mama. Now, I'm not saying on any level that DDG should not be able to see a son. I'm not saying on any level that he should be, withheld from the baby. However, see a baby over video. You know what I'm saying? The judge said, hold up, now I don't know. The Hallie then said, look, if he visit, I don't want his mama to be the monitoring person because his mama be, engaging in the bullshit. His mama is an enabler of his bullshit. So I would prefer if there was a third party person to monitor, not his mama. I fully agree. I think even if he was to say he wanted someone besides her people, I think that's fair. But because we've seen his mama enable his bullshit, that was smart. Okay. So the judge allegedly without against him going over to Italy to visit Halo. But again, Hallie lawyer was like, no, we need to have a third party monitor because the mama ain't shit. Okay. She enables his abusive behavior and what she would feel more comfortable with a third party person. The judge said, cool. Okay. Find a third party person in Rome that will be available for the time he's there and it's fine. Okay. If they permit the visit, he cannot post about it on social media. And I think that's going to be the kicker. Because y'all know he loved being on that baby and showing it for social media. So if the judge says, sure, if y'all can find a third party person to watch, to supervise, and you get over it, you cannot stream or show, because we haven't seen halo over there at all. You know what I'm saying? So don't fly to Italy to get content with your son. So if you go over there, it should just be you with your son. None of it she posted on social media at child. My signal was gone. Child, I can see the signal leaving here. Okay, we back. Anyway, he do. I do believe he wants access to her. I do believe I believe DDG likes to in her orbit just to make her uncomfortable. I feel like he likes to be around her just to make her feel uncomfortable. I feel like him wanting to go over to Italy to see the sun. You can. Like, I don't want anyone to feel like I'm saying, yeah, he don't have the right to spend in person time with his kid. However, I do feel like he only wants to go over there to bother her. I do. I think he want to go over there for content. So I think once the judge say, cool, you can go over there, don't post shit. Let's see if he still goes. If he go anyway, knowing whatever he do with his son can't be put on social media, then it would feel real. But he also should not go over there, do content over there, don't show him, but then comment about what he can't do. Because to me, that's still a part of trying to antagonize her on social. So we'll see how he does it once they say, hey, yeah, don't post shit with the baby. Okay, go see your son. I agree. Both people should always have a third party person there, and don't post shit for social media. But I'm like, I don't like him. He aggravates me. Diddy's trial has officially come to an end. The prosecution arrested their case. They called 34 witnesses. I said, bitch, what? 34 people? Oh my God. Okay. So the defense also rested their case and stuff. Diddy kind of talked a little bit today because the judge said, well, no, it's not this one. The judge was, because the prosecution, the defense did not call any witnesses. Let's see where it's at. Did I have it? The defense, one, they did not call any witnesses. I thought I had a different one. Cause when Diddy, I thought I had, I guess I don't. Diddy told the judge, "Yeah, I'm not gonna testify. I'm good, judge. It's okay. I'm fine by that. It's fine by me." What did he say? When asked how he felt, or if there was asking him, was he voluntarily deciding to not testify? It said, Combs told the judge, "I'm doing great, Your Honor. I've been wanting to tell you, thank you. You're doing an excellent job. Well, thank you." Child, did he really? I think did he really think he's going to get off? And I've been watching different online lawyer people who felt like they think Diddy's team feels like the prosecution did not prove their case. So because they felt the prosecution did not do their job, they didn't feel the need to do much more. I don't know if I'm facing the kind of time he's facing, and I'm not gonna have my team call somebody. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe he don't speak, maybe not the mama, not the kids, but like there's no one else, there ain't no experts, okay, that say, there's no one. I can't believe after 5 weeks of the prosecution and 34 witnesses up on the stand or whatever, his team didn't really do nothing more than that. It's so weird. So technically, we could have because they're not going to be in court tomorrow. They're having tomorrow. The both teams are doing the like the charges and how the jury will have to decide the charges, and whatnot. And then Friday they'll be doing closing arguments. We could, if the jury, if the jury mind is already made up, we could have a verdict by Friday, or at least by Monday. So I'm like, it's crazy. I just thought the defense would put on more of a defense. And they did great cross examinations, yeah. However, I also feel like they did not do much on their own. That's weird to me. Let's see. No one is going to come to the defense and get themselves tied up too. That's true. Because like how? Because like even if they called Diddy up, they would say, well, you're a known abuser, you're on drugs. So I think again, him not testifying, but I'm like, damn, no one, not even a baby oil expert. Okay, they're going to appeal it because there's nothing they can do. That's possible. If they think, okay, let's just do the trial to trial. If he's found guilty, we can appeal it later. No, fix me right the first time. Mickey, then fuck you. Hit them up. Okay, hit them up. I've heard legal professionals say the defense doesn't feel they proved the case. I don't see how they haven't proven it. Right. That was my thought process as well. I feel like even just the simple fact that Diddy was paying for male escorts to fly from point A to point B and cross state lines, and then forcing Cassie, even if he only forced her one time, to me that proves the stuff. And because you use the funds of Bad Boy, because you use your employees, because between the text and all this stuff, like to me, there's proof of that. Well, you have to remember if this was someone on the side, like a friend, and they got on the stand, they have a right to question him on some things other like being him. That is true. That is true. They've already called Code 45 for a partner. I mean, I don't leave that man name up on my screen long. If he's found guilty, do I see Code 45 pardoning him? I don't follow Code 45 enough to know, has he pardoned anyone else accused of crimes of the sexual nature? If anyone is aware, because again, I try my best to ignore Code 45 to the best of my ability. So if anyone else is aware of the antics of Code 45 and you are, and there have been times where Code 45 has pardoned someone of these kind of crimes. I know he's done money stuff. You know what I'm saying? That stuff I've seen him do, whatever. So we shall see. I don't know. However, I'll say this. I feel like regardless of these federal charges, I really hope that the states brings forth charges after this. You know what I'm saying? Even if he is found guilty or not guilty of these federal crimes, a part of me really wants both the state of New York and California to bring forth some kind of charges against Diddy. So that way, even if Code 45 pardons him federally, you can't do it on a state level. You know what I'm saying? That's my hope and my prayer. Honestly, I also feel like even if he's found not guilty, his life is over. Because people already have a notion of who he is as a person. You know what I'm saying? And, well, no, because the stuff with Jane is recent. The stuff with Jane is from at least, I think, like 2021 to 2024. He was still doing stuff with her. So I think, so isn't it like 7 years? I believe. I'm not sure. So I don't. I know that the Kathy stuff may be too old. But I wonder if the Jane Doe stuff is, possible to be current. But um, whether he's guilty or innocent, whether he gets prison time or he's free to be at home, his life is over. No one is going to be partying with him anymore. No one is going to want to partner with him anymore. The way he makes money has completely changed. You know what I'm saying? He may be able to have more freak offs, but his money gonna run out. You wanna know why? Because he can't make more money like he used to. The money is not gonna flow in like it used to. So to me, either way it goes, the way he lived life has changed. Because people really don't fuck with him right now. Like no child, Meredith Black ain't said not hide no hell of nothing about that man. So the way he lives his life is going to change one way or the other, and that's on him because I think he should have just known better to do better. He just didn't, which is so stupid. It's so dumb. But he's a dumb person to me. Shot Beyonce and Jay-Z popped. I said, what are they at now? I think it's fashion week over there across the pond and whatnot. Okay, so Jay-Z. No, we do not see Jay and B out often. Okay, Jay-Z and Beyonce be in their own little world, child, and they rich family and friends. Okay, and stuff, and they round here at Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week. So yeah, Jay-Z looks stylish. He's like 55. And next to Beyonce is Solange's son. What's his name? Jules. But he's a model now. I said, girl. First of all, Jules looked like a grown ass, like a grown man with kids. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, but they said we out here. Do Beyonce know she Beyonce? I don't think she know she Beyonce. She can't know. I love this outfit on her. Really cute. But she's out. To me, this means Beyonce is outside right now because she's gonna go back into hibernation because the tour or new album will be out next year. Every time Beyonce is on tour and she be out and about, it's because she's out of hibernation. Because she's about to go back into hibernation until something else comes out. So Beyonce, her white outfit being out here. Okay, her and Jay, where is it? They was walking somewhere. Her and Jay, you know what I'm saying, is out together, hand in hand and whatever. I don't think she knows she's Beyonce. I don't think she knows. Anyway, I like her outfit too. And those are Levi jeans. I like the outfit. Anyway, Julius is right there. Is that a Louis Vuitton? Is that a Louis Vuitton? Y'all, I feel like all this time, what if Diddy was walking around with like Louis Vuitton, Vaseline, Astroglide, baby oil holders? That is crazy. That is insane. But Beyonce said, I'm out here, bitch. Okay, I'm in my Levi's or whatever. Giddy up. Get out my face. Now, separate from that, okay, because I love Beyonce. Because we don't get a lot of Beyonce content. We don't get Beyonce out here in the world, child. She be in her own little world. So when she pop out, we pop out. I think all that is Cardi, right? This is the Dolly Parton fit. I can agree. What else I got left, child? Let me see what else I gotta do. I'm forgetting. But I don't be paying that much attention. All that I think it's just Cardi. We did Beyonce. I told y'all it wasn't much today. It is just Cardi. So First of all, if y'all on that clearing them and y'all owe them money, pay them people their money. They said they will start checking y'all credit scores. Okay, they said decline the payment, the loans that y'all owe. Pay them people their money. I've never used to pay get it now and pay it later. I haven't had to do that. If I don't have the funds, I don't want it. Okay, if I can't put it on my credit card, if I can't pay for it in cash, I don't want it. Okay. I just forgot to mention that right here, right now. But Cardi was like, first of all, Cardi is outside. Okay. Cardi is out.
You sit all the way over there.
She outside with Stephon Diggs.
And watch staring
Oh, why this man got to stay in a castle? I'm talking about a real castle. Look at this. Look at this. This is a real fucking castle.
That's a natural castle. Okay. There's a castle with a moat, with dirty water, and all of that. And I cannot believe it.
Europe, I can never go to Versailles. Or I can never go see the Tudor Castle in England. He said, bitch, you want castle, bitch? I'll give you all the castle, bitch.
When she said, while talking to my man, while talking to my man, I told him how when I'm over here, I can never go to Versailles. The fact that he listened to her say, I'll be over there when because it's fair to be over there. I'll be over there and I can't ever go to Versailles. The fact that he booked, okay, he booked a damn castle, bitch.
You sleep with a castle, bitch. It's so crazy.
This is mama movie. You sit all the way over at the end while I stare at you.
Look how beautiful. This man is so adventurous. He got us in a fucking castle.
My nigga rich. He got us in a castle. A huge castle.
Like, look at this. Like, I can't believe we staying in some place like this. This is insane.
Offset could never.
Gee.
And he is there playing football and practicing stuff, child.
Child, look at the toilet, child.
Now, I watch Game of Thrones. That's a Game of Thrones toilet. I don't want to use that toilet.
In this room, I'm going to watch my Royal Hiney.
Now, I would want to get in that tub.
This man got me in a castle. I'm talking a real castle.
I said, Cardi said, I'm a play with y'all right now a little bit. I'm going to have my man, he working out, he playing around here, bit leave me be. And I like that she's showing him that he's here working. He's a football player. It takes work and hard work, bitch, to do what he do. Okay, I'm outside with my man. I said, I love it. I like it. Also, because I went to his page, right? Because I'm nosy. But he is there with his whole team. He rented a whole fucking castle for them to be around there so that he can work, so they can work or whatever. Because he's a football player. I like it. I love it. Okay, it shows. It's like we on vacation, but the bills have to get paid. Yes, I rented a whole castle for me and my girl, so we can do it by ourselves in the whole wing of the castle, and then they can be somewhere else. But I'm around here working. Okay, I like it. I love it. Anyway, lastly, I can't wait to get off here and go chill out a little bit. People were complaining because Cardi was coming back. People were complaining because not complaining. People were hating. Okay, people were hating because she's adding WAP and Up to her upcoming album that comes out in September. Oh, why she putting old songs on, girl, the fuck? And Cardi said, play with your mama.
Guys, listen. These motherfuckers is gonna have to be mad. My hit records need a home. Sometimes people go to Invasion of Privacy to look for WAP and look for Up. And my fans been telling me, hey, please put WAP and Up on the album. And I'm gonna do this for my fans. My fans deserve for me to listen to them. I didn't listen to them when I didn't submit it WAP because I was listening to the haters. I was thinking like, imagine if I went WAP and people are gonna drag me and stuff like that. Hey guys, listen. This time, fuck it. It's our turn. It's Barty Gang's turn. Whatever the fuck they mad about, tell them to go cry about it. Wah, wah, wah. Go fucking cry about it. I love my fans. I love Barty Gang. And whatever the fuck they want, they fucking get. Well, not everything, because y'all be asking for some shit. That be like, what the fuck? But yeah, love you guys so much. And if I don't care, you shouldn't either. Usually I will give a fuck and fuck them.
I think it's smart. I think it's smart because at the end of the day, I feel like she's right. Those are two songs that we be looking for. And it just makes sense. It makes more sense to put those top songs up, and WAP were two great songs that did. And again, they were supposed to be on the album years ago, and the album just did not come out. See, it's do it. Do it. Yeah. Also, get that content in that castle, bitch. The fine sound. I'm gonna pay with castle. Okay, it's a write off. Okay, it's a football write-off. It's a Cardi Cardi better do some photo shoots in that castle. Get you a boat on that moat and let it be, bitch. Anyway, I'm done. I told y'all it was not much for today, but I did not want to leave y'all without, seeing me and whatnot. Okay. Now look, it's Tuesday, child. It is still hot around here. It was storming around here as well. So I'm gonna let y'all be. Again, YouTube is glitching. You hear me? Glitching. It's letting people in, not gonna focus out. I can't control it. If you watch and replay, did not know it's on live. Blame YouTube, not me. Okay. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, and stuff. We appreciate y'all for being here on the corner tonight. Y'all hear my mind? Okay, y'all hear my girl around here. Okay, like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can also follow me on social media. I be on TikTok now. If y'all do not know, okay, if you are not following me on TikTok at JayLeesCorner, I do post on TikTok. So go follow me on TikTok and IG and Twitter. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.